Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. This episode I'm trying something different with my recording setup, and that's I just upgraded XSplit and I now have support for Tri-Def Smartcam. So you now see me on the webcam without actually using a green screen. This is all done in software. It's actually pretty cool. I can show you turning it off, turning it back to. This is just the raw webcam feed. As you see, there's not a green screen behind me. And if I turn it on, it will actually just use facial detection and just a whole bunch of smart software to cut away the background, basically cut away all the stuff that doesn't move, in addition to some facial detection, I suppose. And the result is pretty decent. It has a habit of cutting away my headset, but that's okay. So I'm experimenting a bit with it. Could be that at some point the audio and the video get a bit out of sync for the webcam, but that's because the webcam, the Logitech C920, it has a known issue that I only discovered after I bought it, that sometimes the input, the video stream, it builds up a small delay that gets bigger over time using certain encoding formats. So that happens, but hey, there's a webcam, it's back. It's used to enjoy it, but yeah, was just filling too much with it to make it worth it. So let's see if I can get it back without it being too fiddly. So back to the game. Last episode we defeated the witch and the Chamber of Sins. So now next mission is to go after Mr. Oak and then go into the cavern and cause the darkness. Because that's what we do. We cause the darkness. Let's see, I think I had a maintained aura, and we had that one. So it's been a couple days since the last episode. If you have been waiting for this, then sorry for that. Hey, look, ghost. Well, I just do this for fun on the side in the evenings. And when I have other things to do, sometimes recording has to wait. I do want to do a good job of recording and not rush to things too much, so I'd rather not release a video or release it like a day or two later than release one that's just rushed and not fun. Because in the end, that would be doing you a disservice. Takes a bit of getting used to seeing my own face again on screen. Luckily it's off to the bottom somewhere, so I don't actually consciously notice it. Maybe I should raise zombies. That might help. Yes. Hey, Tora. Haven't seen her yet. And of course we need to find my summoner friend. She should also be somewhere around here. Maybe we should put that one up rather than only summoning skulls. These zombies are getting tougher. I like it. So let's find the crypts. Yeah, I would like to, but this is the thing about the bridge being broken. Just plop that one down in case it's useful. Okay. Kill the monkeys. Or the apes. There's a distinction there. Not sure if it's just a distinction between one being large and the other being small, or if there's a more meaningful difference in terms of behavior or other things. I should actually check that out, just to find out what it is. So it's good to know things. Also, seems to be a wedge-shaped thing when we need to find the crossing. That's always the downside of these river levels. They are nice, but if you want to cross the river, for some reason there's always some idiot who managed to break all the bridges. And then you have to find stepping stones like these. A Vile Needle. The quick, with extra life, fast attacks, chaos damage and vulnerable to fire. I have a suspicion that the vulnerable to fire part is mostly due to flammability. I am really happy with how sturdy these zombies are. Ah, okay, so here are infected beasts. Okay. There's quite a lot of them. And inexplicably I keep picking up blue items. Probably shouldn't. It just fills up my inventory with stuff I don't really need. Let's park ourselves here. Shoot all of the guys coming out of the tent. It's a bit mean, but effective. Let's hope for some more stepping stones. Yeah, there's stepping stones there. Yes, so that's useful. Whoop. Ah, those are the infected ambushers. They are pretty visible. Okay, 20, and hopefully the last group is gonna be 11. 10, 10 and 11, that does make sense. Maybe with a boss in there, that would be useful. I see beamies. Why are the beamies? Is that something like a soul harvest? That was a unique in there. Ah, okay. That's why. Cool. I thought it was just a speed bump pack, but it was actually the goal. So wait, it's a tab for the map. I played too many games intermixed, so hotkeys tends to be a bit of an issue. Been getting back into Warframe a bit with some friends over the weekend, and there you hit M to open up the map. Tora, so just go up, that works for me. Let's speed flask it. Cool. And we move on to the wetlands, not the wetlands, the wetlands. I think that Spider Cave qualified as the wetlands. So I completely forgot what map I was on. I thought I was already in the wetlands, but I needed to get to the wetlands. I completely wandered off in the wrong direction. So let's get in. So this is a popular 19 area. Let's find Mr. Oak. 40 health is worth more than a skill point right now. 3. Let's resummon the zombies. Oaks devoted guys with clubs. Yeah, we have the problem as well. Let's this was superior. Armor scraps, light brigandine, that's also chromatic. Let's just okay. Might need to do some shopping. Or better yet, some selling. I really would prefer to kill Oak first. Talamoana, oh man. Okay, so let's do some shopping first. So nothing to see, let's move along. Haku. This might be the quest that pushes us to level 3 or very, very close to it. Hello, teddy bears. Aren't you warm and fuzzy? Well, after their hair gets singed off, they're warm but not really fuzzy anymore. Yeah, flamethrowers do that to you. Whoa. Death of thirsts. And stone skull. Wow, two yellows. Group frenzy on death. So it's good that he's the last standing. Let's see, let's spend our point. So last one on the circle, the armor bonus. Don't particularly care about it, but it's a nice bonus. So next up, going towards discipline and training, retribution, and then we go herd of the flock. Just to actually get our zombies up a little bit. And the skeletons whenever I think of incorporating those into the builds. Faster casting, which means faster attack speed for the flame totem, which is always good. Oh, Tri-Link Kite Shield. That's what I got, but linked. That's not a bad idea. This is useful to stick to. See what we can do with it. Also very curious what kind of spirit we're going to get. Let's summon zombies. Last run through we had the one that summoned the raging spirits, which was a new one to me. That was interesting. Don't forget one that revives the dead. There are way too many bosses around here. There was a purple modifier, I saw it. There, Heralds of the Obelisk. Yeah, that might mean something nasty is happening. Yeah, those. Not a Herald of the Obelisk. Okay, so, Quicksilver Flask. I'm not sipping that much mana, so let's use that slot for better purposes. Meaning, let's move around with it. Also not really liking where that stream of fireballs came from. Mark of cannibalism. Boka. I just want to summon new zombies. Life flask, always useful. Ah, it's the lightning storm. Well, at least it's not gonna mess with the corpses, so I can actually revive the zombies. That's good. Yeah, still this way. So almost so close. One more mission, then we can actually get our outpost. Okay, next up, Mr. Oak. Ooh, seems to live behind this wall. I'm happy I didn't have to find, didn't have to search that long. So, game plan. We check out Mr. Oak, we look for the waypoint. And then that might be it. Ooh, spirit. Spirit. This one doesn't... Oh, this is unexplored, so... Come on, I need things for it to possess. Oh, waypoint, that's good. Stand still, oh, dang it. Yeah, alright, we wasted the ghost. Because there were no monsters nearby. Biggest frustration with the ghosts. It's nice if you can corral them to enemies. But if there's no known enemies around, then you feel a bit helpless and that the ghost is useless. And especially if you have an indirect damage build like this, it's really hard to deal with fleers and time limits. And of course, now they come out. These brave thugs, they were afraid of a little ghost. Ah well. Missed opportunity. Doesn't matter too much. Most of the time the items you find are not that useful anyway, so losing out on a couple, not a big deal. So we help him actually, yes, of course. So now we get the apex and we get 40 max life, so we're more sturdy than before. We have the waypoint, and I think we have a little bit of time, yeah. Actually, if we have the waypoint there and we're at roughly the 20-minute mark, this might be a better place to just end it. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. So, bye bye.